Hello guys, and welcome back to Star Citizen. It's been a little while since I've covered this game. Quite a lot has gone through a few iterations of updates. There's quite a lot that's changed, and look at this massive hangar. It's mesmerisingly and it's beautiful. This isn't my hangar. This is something for one of the ships that they want you to be able to have check out and have a look at, which is called the Starfarer, and which is actually down that way. But I want to actually show this hangar off first off, and then we'll head down there. So this is the starting hangar at the Revel York. So when you buy one of the, or purchase or pledge for one of the bigger ships, this is the hangar you are given. And it is massive. I mean, I think it has 5 different sections where you can have equivalent up to 5 different ships. In my general case, I've just got the little I-300 there. And you can just compare the size to that ship and the hangar. But we're just going to go upstairs. So down here at the moment, you've got just the electronic access. That's how you get into getting from the hangar to the other parts of the area, so you can get to Vandal Swarm and whatever. And then also here you've got where you can mess around with your ship, which is okay for the time being. And then also you've got the customization for your character itself, which is not much at the moment. You can just change the skin on a few items. But can I call this down? There we go. This is one of the lifts to the upper observation deck. So let's go up and let's check it out. Now the only problem with having a deck or hangar this size is it takes a while to travel. Now you can get a buggy, but unfortunately I haven't bought one because it actually costs UEC to get. This is the upper deck. So you can see here you can chill out. Look around, there's some nice sofas you can chill out on, some lovely plants. There's also a little observation up here, so you can just check out your ship. And over this side I've got my lovely towel, which I got for being original back into the game, and also a little trunk chest, which doesn't have out in it just yet. But I'm not going to wait for the to get down there. I'm just going to jump, because lucky enough there's no fall damage, and also got a little trophy. And this is new to me. When I jumped in, I never actually noticed it, but this is one of the, I don't know, it's like a trophy cabinet, but it's got a little plant here called the Sentinel Bloom, Origins Elias Free. It's got a little description there. I'm not going to read it all out. I don't want to bore you to death. So if you see my past video, you will notice I've already done a tour of my ship, so I don't really need to go over that. There's not much changed really since the last time. It is due for actually having a upgrade or some kind of re-look at, but that's planned in the works and it's actually not down just yet. But one ship I actually want to show you is the Starfarer, and this is why we've been all given the hangar, just to check this ship out for the time being. I'm not sure how long it's going to be here for, so I thought I'd do a quick little video, but it's going to take me some time to get there, because if you've seen the size of these hangars, Jesus Christ, absolutely massive. And here she is, what a beauty. So there's actually 2 variations of this ship so far, or there will be 2 variations. One is the refuel and transport, and the other is the military transport. So one's more or less like a civilian vessel, the other's more a military. And it's absolutely massive. Compared to my ship, I mean, if you put my I-300 next to this, it'd be a baby in comparison. Like I say, it is a transport vessel, so it's more for like refueling, especially these tanks here. And yeah, it's a really nice ship. Now, I don't know too much about the Starfarer, and I've got the page up of some bits and pieces, but I can't go into too much. The cargo capacity between the 2 variants is quite sizable. So the refuel and transport variant has cargo capacity of 3,321, and the Gemini, which is the military one, has a cargo capacity of 2,488. So there's a bit of a difference there. It's probably like a trade-off between the 2 of them, but I mean the detail on the ship at the moment is really mesmerising. It's not flyable just yet, but then again, why would you fly it around? Especially not in the mini PU as it is right now. But there's different doorways. You can go this way, that way. Let's have a little look around, see what we can find. There's also little quarters and that everywhere. So there's a little hatch here, so I think that just drops you straight back out, which we don't want to go through. What's this way? Can we go through this door? No. So it looks like it's just I don't know what this bit is. It's a bit weird. You can jump out of the hatch there. It seems a bit like it's a bit of a bad idea, but unless this is like a decompartment where you can actually jump out into space from. So we want to get upstairs, which I think we've got to go through this door to do it. So there we go. Hopefully the frame specking is quite stable. I know in the mini PU my FPS is quite bad, but that's due to bad optimization at the moment. It's the only place I have it. If I'm playing like Vandal Swarm and other game modes where it's not in the PU, it's quite stable. Since they put up a gang way, you can actually have a little look around. So I'm trying to think. I'm guessing you would be able to come out to here while in space, but you'd need to be make sure you have a helmet on. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd end up killing yourself. Because it's probably not the best idea to go into space with no helmet on, because you'd instantly suffocate or whichever it is. I can't remember what it is, just you'd freeze to death instantly. There's also a lift here, so if we can actually call it down. Does it work? No, the lift doesn't work. Actually, it does work, it's just not working at the moment. It's a bit weird. There's two there. Okay, let's go through this deckway. So, like I said, I don't know too much about this ship. I'm not an expert on it. Again, I'm not even an expert on Star Citizen anymore because there's been that many changes since I've last played. It's hard keeping up. But this goes to deck 3, so I want to not go up there just yet. So this is the... I'm assuming main deck. So these are escape pods. Can you actually use these? I'm assuming they'll become up. You'll be able to use them when the game goes. When the game gets updated a few times. But, ooh, hello. So this must be the flight deck. So there's 5 seats. Now you can get into 4 of them, but this one you can't. This is the only ship which has the like the Star Trek command kind of center. So you'll sit here as the captain, and then you can have all your other, if you've got any friends with you, to fly the ship. So we get into it. It's kind of nice. It's really good. There's no animations just yet in the general sense of turning the ship on. I'm not sure which side actually has the. Is the flying side, because it's like you'll have one that's co-pilot and then you'll have the pilot. I don't know if it's the right side. They look basically identical. God knows that maybe you'll have these as like security and weapons and whatnot. Let's continue back. So if we go up this way and we go to the highest deck, which I think is to the right, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Let's get into the top deck. This is where you can actually get onto some of the turrets. Now again, the turrets don't work just yet. This is just a visual representation of the ship. So there's bits working, there's bits still not. There's all the bits to be implemented. Look round. I think this is. You can get a bit higher up here. This is like the crew area as well, I've noticed. So if you come up here, there's actually crew quarters. There's like a canteen here, which doesn't do anything. I would think I could maybe pour myself a cup of coffee or maybe a cup of tea, but it doesn't work. And then we've just got the. I think this is the captain's. Quarters by the looks of it, because it looks very fancy. He's got a little nice bedspread. It's a bit. I'm guessing for someone who's going to be a captain, that might be a bit too childish, but you never know. I guess everybody's a kid at heart, and obviously there's a bit of flicker in there from the reflection, but I don't know if that's supposed to. Well, you can actually see out and see the reflection, which is a bit weird. When you do look at through a glass window, you can get an odd reflection depending on which way the light's bending. That's there. So it's nice that actually the captain's quarters just next to the canteen. Can you go through here? What's here then? So that's downstairs. So do we want to? No, we'll stay up here for the time being. So this is one of the seats you get into for, I believe it's one of the guns. There's a few more. There's one more down this side, I think, as well. No, not that one. Oh, and I'm just gonna climb down the ladder anyway. No, get back up. This must be where the rest of the crew sleeps. I'm going to say the detail. I mean, I've got this game set on, I think, medium graphics settings at the moment, just for more stability reasons. This is toilets, ladies, and gentlemen's. So there actually is both genders, which is good. So what's down here? So if we fall down, which makes it a bit easier, come out. There's actually. Whereas this is like the deck compartment, and this is where I get very lost quite quickly, because you can actually go and crawl into these little ventilation areas. Now I don't know if this is going to be more for when you start boarding ships and you're having firefights and you want to get around certain bulkheads, like this doorway might be locked. You can actually go around here and crawl through. And another thing I didn't know this game has, it has prone, which is going to be very interesting to see how it's used. As roll apparently as well. And I think each side of this, so there's this way here. What the hell is that? It's all an orange circle. So this way here, this is to get to one of the. This is the engine room. It's like a power core. And you can also go further down and get to one of the other gun turrets on the far left side, and there's also one mirrored on the far right side as well. So if you look, there's actually another turret that way. And it needs a rear turret, as you can see here. So it's like a downwards rear turret, and then again on the opposite side as well, it's like a mirror image. There's another one there. So let's go out this way. So yeah, this is the main reactor room. So I'm guessing if you want to do some sabotage, and there's also, I don't know if this is where you would respawn. Or it's more like cryogen area. Oh, these are where the lifts are, so if you actually click on them, you can go down. There's one lift, and there's actually another one on this side. So it might be where you kit up and you get all your gear out and you put your helmet on or whatever before you actually jump out into space. If we have a quick look down this side, it's the exact same thing. So if we went all the way down this long corridor, it'd be the other turret. But I think that's it for now. So, yeah, it's quite a complicated ship. I think after a while, when you've used the ship for a little while, you'll get used to it. But for me at the moment, it's one of the ones where I've just stuck with my i300 chip for a long time. So I'm just going to try and jump out if I can. Yay! And there we go. So that has been the Starfarer. Like I said, it's still a work in progress ship. There's still bits and pieces to do, but I like the little back hatchway. Very nice. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, like, much appreciated. I will be doing more videos on Star Citizen as the game updates. There'll be just a few odd views here and there. Because it's one of those ones where I don't want to play the game too much, and it gets to a point where I get bored of it. Because it's the only thing, especially when the game hasn't released yet. There's Squadron 42, which is the single player side of it, which will be coming out hopefully maybe back end of this year. And there's also then the multiplayer side of it, I think next year. And that's going to have the multiplayer side of it and the PU. Everything's more persistent, and that's more like that's the big part of the game, which is going to be quite fun. But yeah, if you have any more hints, tips, or general comments, then please leave them by all means below. If I missed anything off, I haven't said anything, I do apologise. Again, I don't know too much about the ship, but if you do want to check it out, there's actually the variant matrix that you can go to, which is all the ship variants and all the different ship designs. You can actually read, it's quite a lot on them, which could probably explain it a lot easier than I can. If you want to check out any videos I do right now, then hit the I in the top right by all means, and it helps me out, and it obviously means you can see my other content I do on my channel if this doesn't really pick your fancy. And if you really want to help me out, and by all means please do it, because I'm trying to reach my goal of 200 subscribers. By all means subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me. I can't thank you enough for doing it. But yeah, from me and Star Citizen, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. I want to know what his attack is. Absolutely, he's got the slam attack. Oh! Okay, so he slams and then rains fireball on you. Fair enough.